For over 20 years, I've been teaching aspiring investors how to build wealth using multifamily and commercial real estate. And today, I am going to reveal 3 foundational principles that have transformed my journey and the journey of many others from struggling to soaring. And guess what? These just aren't theories. They are battle-tested truths from 3 of the most impactful books I've ever read in my life. I'm going to share with you today what those 3 books are. And here's the truth. What you're about to learn will challenge everything you thought you knew about success. So today's video isn't just about real estate. It's about real transformation from here to financial freedom. Let's get started. All right, everyone, welcome back. We were just talking about financial freedom, and I want to introduce this book to you. It's one of the most important ones in my life. It's a concept that I live by, okay? And I can attribute a lot of success in my life to this book right here. And this book is called Discipline Equals Freedom, okay? Ex-military guy. I work out with him on my video screen almost every single morning. I love his philosophy and his leadership skills and what he stands for. When most people think about discipline, they think about restriction, right? What you can and cannot do and being held back. This author says otherwise, and I agree with him. He says that discipline is your true path to freedom, okay? If you want to be healthy, you need to be disciplined in your health, eating right, getting the exercise, things like that. If you're disciplined with your money will be healthy as well, right? Now, from a real estate standpoint, if you have the discipline to save and invest, guess what? It's going to lead to financial freedom. And this is what I'm talking about today, okay? How this discipline can lead to financial freedom, okay? And if you have the discipline to learn and analyze deals, guess what? That gives you the freedom to analyze the most profitable deals and buy them, okay? If you have the discipline to manage your time effectively, it will give you freedom to spend your time how you want and who you want with. Got it? Okay, so discipline leads to freedom. Now, here are my 3 ahas from this book, okay? Number 1 is the author asked the question, what are you fighting for? Right? What are you fighting for? Are you fighting for financial freedom? Are you fighting to leave your job? Are you fighting to leave a financial legacy to your family? Are you fighting to build your retirement so you can exit? What are you fighting for? Okay? Because discipline comes from within. You have to find the fire within you to know what to fight for. All right? In other words, what's your why? Okay? And I truly believe when your why is discovered, and you find out what it is, then the how-to is not that difficult, okay? All right. Number 2, my second aha is he talks about how aggression should be your default mode, okay? He doesn't mean to be confrontational, right? What he's saying is aggression is your default mode on being proactive. Proactivity, right? So if you have a problem in your life, if you are have a lack of money, no retirement, you can see the writing on the wall in your company, and you need to build up your portfolio so you have choices financially to leave or not leave, right? You need to be aggressive in pursuing a solution to the problem, okay? So aggression should be your default mode, okay? Again, these 2 things are so important, okay? They have been so important to me for many years. All right. Third, this is really important, okay? It says focus on the right things, okay? If you focus on what's happening in the media, if you focus on what you can't do instead of what you can do, here's what's going to happen, okay? This quote from this author named Golden, it says, distraction is the destruction of the majority of people whose lives aren't working. Ouch, right? That is so true, okay? So focus on the right things. Me, for example, I focus on 6 things and that's it. Everything else is a distraction, okay? I'll let you know what those are. Those are my faith, my marriage, my family, my health, work, and fun. Anything outside of that is a distraction to me. Okay. Because I don't want any distraction to be my destruction. Okay. Got it. So discipline equals freedom is such an important concept in leading to financial freedom. Got it? All right. Let's go on to my second book. Got questions? Simply text the word Peter to 833-942-4516 and we'll help you. All right, everyone, here's a second book that has literally transformed my life. This is an old book, but way back when I first started, 20 years ago, this book changed my life, literally changed my life. Here it is. The book is called If You Want to Walk on Water, You Have to Get Out of the Boat. Okay. As an engineer, I was very conservative and plainly put, I was wasting my potential. I had all these ideas, all this energy, resources, but I wouldn't put it to use because I was scared. Okay. I didn't want to get out of my comfort zone. So this book here challenges us to get out of our comfort zone and to embrace the unknown, right? By having courage, going into the unknown and learning each step of the way. Okay. Let me break it down, what I learned here. All right. So let's say this boat is your comfort zone. Okay. So this is you. This is your safety, right? This is where everything, this is where the familiar in your life lies. This is where the safe resides in your life. And this is where the easy is. Okay. In this comfort zone. And what this author says, and I totally agree, it changed my life, is on the other side of this comfort zone is the life you always wanted. Okay. And so once you get out of your comfort zone, guess what's going to happen? Growth will happen. Okay. When growth happens, well, let me say this: when there's no growth, guess what? There's no chance for financial freedom. Okay, no chance whatsoever, right? And he says in this growth process, and he walks you through the whole process is amazing. He says you're going to have to confront fear. And what I got out of that was, and this was me, right? Confronting fear. What I got out of that is making the choice between risk and comfort will shape your life, past, present, and future. Look at your life now, right? You made choices between risk and comfort, and you are where you are today. Okay. And then the second part, what he talks about is to master failure. Let's face it, we will all face some form of failure in our lives. We either get depressed from it or we grow from it. Okay. So what he says here is failure isn't failing, failure is not trying. Okay. So this book encouraged me to get out of my comfort zone of having a corner office in my engineering building, having my staff around me, right? And then just doing the easy part, creating products and not taking any chances. By the way, I had this son as a single parent raising on the side that I had to take care of. And I can see that I can do so much more, but I was afraid of getting out of the comfort zone, losing my paycheck, right? But once I got over the comfort zone, I got the life I always wanted. Okay. So on the other side, so this book teaches you if you want to walk on water, you have to get out of the boat. Got it? All right. Let's go to my third favorite book. The best time to invest in real estate is always 5 years ago. The next best time is today. Let us mentor you so you can get started investing right now. Click the top corner. All right, last but not least, here's a third book that has impacted my life recently. Okay, this is a newer book. You have to read the story. It's called Life of Your Dreams. The author's name is Mark Pentecost, and he's basically a high school teacher who became a billionaire. Okay, true story. And he's the most generous guys and in the world that I know. And he's written this book for all of us and for you. You have to check it out, right? So basically, what the author's saying is the life of your dream comes from the action that you take and your mindset, just like the previous two books I gave you, right? So it's not about which deals you do and your knowledge and how much wealth you have and what school you go to or how much money you have. It comes down to your mindset, right? And the actions that you take. It is so important. Okay. All right. So the 3 points the author makes, well, actually, he makes about 7 points in the book. I have condensed it for you to three main points I think that are the most helpful. Okay. Number one, he says, You need to shift your mindset from being defensive to offensive, right? A lot of people play life not to lose, right? But he says you need to play life to win, not to lose. Big difference, right? So basically, what I want you to do is to make this in practical terms, learn about multifamily, right? We have videos, a couple of videos, links will appear on how to evaluate multifamily to get to the point of making offers, okay? Then you're gonna make offers, you're gonna close deals, and little by little, that mindset shift, those actions will eventually lead to financial freedom. And that's what we're all after, okay? The second point he makes is this is so important. Surround yourself wisely, okay? Wisely. Your environment is everything. I remember before I was married, I met this young lady at the church. She was pretty, so I was attracted to her. And then I asked her what she did, and she says she was in tech. I told her just left my job, and I'm doing A, B, and C in real estate. And she literally told me and looked at me, "You can't do that." So what I did was I politely excused myself from my chair and I went to sit in another area because I want nothing to do with her. So if she's not going to encourage me, uplift me, or even correct me, right? I'm open for a good correction, but to just be a Debbie Downer to my dreams, I want no part of that. Okay. Same applies to you. Don't hang around dream stealers. You need to hang around uplifting people. All right. So Mark is big on seeking mentors. Mentors has transformed his life and my life. So if you want to achieve something big, you got to have mentors, people that have already been there, already done that, and are willing to teach you. There's not a lot of people who have, there's a lot of people who have been there, done that, not a lot that are willing to teach you. Okay. Our company is one of them. All right. Number three is to create an action plan for achieving unimaginable goals, right? I'm going to share this quick story with you. I had a mentor and he gave me a vision one day. We were standing in one of his vacant multifamily properties. We're probably on the fourth floor overlooking a parking lot full of stuff, but you can see the the parking lot lines there, right? And he put his arm around me and he said, "Peter, one day you see all those parking lots, all those spaces." He said, "Those are going to be people that you're going to teach and mentor," right? This is before I even thought about mentoring. Okay. So the following month, he invited me to his seminar to teach. And that burgeoned my love for teaching. And I got my first client there, my first coaching client there, and the rest is history. See, when you seek mentorship, you can have people speak into your life, right? So that what you want comes to life. And that's exactly what happened to me. So I invite you to seek mentorship through us if you're interested. All right. Okay. The last thing I want to do here is I want to leave you with a challenge. It says here, my challenge to you today. My challenge to you today is I share with you multiple principles, okay, from 3 different life-changing books. My challenge to you is to take one of these principles and implement them not tomorrow, not next week, and today. So what I want you to do is put in the comments box, which principle are you going to take action with today? Not tomorrow, today. Type in your comment box. I want to hear all your comments. I want to take these comments. I want to create another video that will help you implement those principles. Got it? All right. All right, everyone. I hope you were inspired today, but more than inspired, I want you to be a doer of these principles I shared today. Got it? All right. Thank you, everyone. And I'll see you at the next video. Want to crack the code of commercial real estate investing, even if you're just starting out? My name is Peter Harris, and for over 25 years, I've helped everyday people just like you build true wealth through smart commercial property deals. In my book, Commercial Real Estate for Beginners, you'll learn how to analyze deals like a pro, how to secure financing even as a beginner, and how to attract great tenants for steady passive income. You don't need a fancy degree or millions in the bank, just the right guidance. Grab your free copy of Commercial Real Estate for Beginners today. Tap the link and start building smarter, more profitable real estate investments.